Good morning. Is it a good or a bad thing that I started dreaming about the website? I don't remember exactly what it was. So yesterday I saw something on Instagram, and actually a friend of mine posted it. He said something along the lines that he stopped documenting kind of his journey because documentation is entertainment for people who don't do, and he doesn't want to be in the entertainment business and want to be in the education business, like rather educate people than entertain people. And I thought about it this morning, and I think it's interesting because I'm kind of thinking about it the exact opposite way. I think I only ever want to be in the documentation business because for me, documenting means more than just, talking about what I do. It's also talking about how I think about things and what's running through my mind. Like right now, it's sharing, how I make decisions. It's sharing lessons I learned, and sharing tips on like tools I use. And it's also about just being yourself, and that for me sometimes means being goofy or doing something weird or making something that I think is funny. And um, and I don't want to then be judgmental of, oh, I want this to be educational, or oh, I want this to be entertaining, because I just want to, as I said, I just want to share what I do, what I think about, you know, and be who I am, and then people decide whether they think it's funny or not, or whether they think it's educational and they learn something from it and they want to use the same tools I use, or they want, it's up for the other people to decide. And also what I realized, and in the beginning I thought too, that if you want to provide value to people, you got to be in the education business, right? Because if you teach people how to do something, that's how you provide value. If you're just in the entertainment business, that's not value. And I changed my opinion about that because really providing value, number one, providing value means improving someone's quality of life. And that sometimes means like educating them and like showing them how to make better decisions. Sometimes it's just like making them laugh, and especially um, because I sometimes get DMs of people on Instagram, and people who I never really talk to, or people I don't know, like people who follow me and watch my content, and the DMs say like, Finn, I had a bad day today, you know, like something in school happened or whatever, and um, I wasn't feeling good. And then I watched your Instagram story and you were doing some weird ass shit, and it made me laugh. And now I'm in a better mood. And now I feel like I can go on and do other things with my day again. And I think that's pretty much the most powerful thing that I can do, or anyone can do. Like if you can change someone's like headspace from, oh, today sucks, to saying, you know what, maybe today isn't that bad, um, and that then empowers them to say like, okay, let's actually make use of the rest of the day instead of being depressed and just staying in my bed, and feeling bad about myself. And I can't set out to do like stuff like that, right? I can't post a story and say like, this is gonna make people who have a bad day feel like they're gonna have a better day, because sometimes I might have a bad day and I'm feeling like I'm frustrated or whatever. But then again, someone might say, it's relatable, and they thought they're the only person who feels like they don't get shit done or whatever. And so I just want to put it out there, and then people can take from it whatever they want. If they're not interested, that's cool. But maybe some people find it funny, maybe some people find it educating. That was a long rant, wasn't it? Yeah, now I'm gonna brush my teeth and get to work. What up? I just wanted to let you know about a pretty cool resource I found, which is this Medium article, which is called The Greatest Sales Deck I've Ever Seen by Andy Raskin, which analyzes a Zura sales pitch deck. So if you want to, sell something, build a sales deck, whatever it is, I think this is super valuable. Check it out. Fucking A, editing a podcast takes long. I just edited the second podcast with Amanda, and by the way, it's a fucking amazing, okay? You should listen to it. I actually think it's very cool. We talk about college, coconut water. We talk about how she now is living with billionaires, which is just mind-blowing, super cool people. Ricky, can you put it up somewhere here so people can click on it? Listen to it, let me know what you think. And I think I'm gonna find a person to outsource the podcast editing to, because that just took me 2 hours because you gotta go through the whole tracks and then cut it all together and make sure it's all synced and remove all and if it's a 1 hour long podcast, you at least have to listen through all of it, plus all the editing that you're then doing. So yeah, it's a long process. Long story short, I'm gonna find a person to outsource that work to. Listen to it, yeah. What's up? It's now 11 p.m. Tomorrow morning at 5, I'm gonna get up and then I'm gonna fly to Singapore for a day and 1 night. So I'm gonna arrive at like 11 a.m. and then stay the night, sleep in a capsule. I'm super stoked about that. Kind of looks like a spaceship. Stay until the afternoon and then come back. And I still gotta pack. But I wanted to give you guys an update on the logos. We are now the 3rd day in. We have in total 152 designs. I think it's interesting to say that not a lot of new designers joined at this point, so all the additional logos are pretty much revisions of previous designers, revising their logos that they initially put in. I can show you currently, like, out of all the 150, these are my 15 favorite ones. This is, it's interesting. I don't know, I just wanted to include it. This, like, people like this a lot. And this. I actually made a poll, I think that's interesting. So I made a poll about 7 logos, and that's also cool. About 99 designs, I don't think I mentioned that. You can create polls of 8 logos and then share the link, and then anyone can just vote on that. And obviously I shared it on Instagram. I got 88 votes of people, and they can all leave their comments, and then I know actually who they are, and like see the stars, add more, AliExpress, and you see the average rating and the votes and how they distribute it. And so actually this one won. It got withdrawn by the designer because he's revisioning right now, but it's a very simplistic modern design of threes like this. Which surprised me was this one was second, which I initially didn't want to include because I was like, this is just boring. But this actually came in second place, so that fascinated me. I'm like, whoa, that was like my least favorite. And then this, and then this. I think there are some very valuable comments, more of an apparel brand, and then here these two are so pretty and well done, but because of the texture and the symbol, I feel like they would match another type of business. A secret ninja cult maybe. Can't feel much brand identification, if that makes sense. Mythology, this one, and this one came last. So that's super interesting. And we still have, how much do we have left? God damn it, let's see. How much time we got left? What does it say? There, 1 day and 12 hours left. I really hope I remember tomorrow when I'm traveling and being in Singapore to go in there again and do some revisions and stuff. Just so I have some more feedback. And I don't actually know if then after the 1 day and 12 hours, like I have to take one of the already done, or can I then still say like, I want this, but please change the color, or I want this, but please just change the font, and then I take it or something. I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna finish some shit up now, and I'm gonna go to bed so I can wake up at 5. Bam! Peace! And tomorrow we're gonna be in Singapore. And I'm so freaking excited. I actually can't wait. So see you tomorrow. Peace out.
Hard to wake up when there's no alarm to wake you up. Sitting, breathing, doing all the things I hate a lot. But why